Spent lots of time at my house. Fishing, playing ball, great little athlete. It touched home.
Right now at 11, a heartbreaking story. This young man right here is dead after being shot and killed by deputies today in Starke.
That 19-year-old was a close family friend of the sheriff who you just heard from there. He says he grew up with his kids. This shooting actually happened off 44th Avenue right next to a summer camp earlier today, and that's where we find First Coast News reporter Lana Harris live tonight with the latest information for us. Lana.
Yeah, Heather and Anthony, right now, officers have really just now started to break down the scene, but I still want to show you what's going on here. We've got a car here, and if you go down into the distance here, we've got a couple of cars here, but earlier today, as a matter of fact, 30 minutes ago, it was littered with cars with, FDLE, with state trooper, FHP cars. Bradford County was out here, and in fact, when we were on scene at the home that was shot up, there were officers out there as well. So this is definitely still an active investigation. And, Sheriff Smith says that this much action and incidents like this is not normal for this area. Going to summer camp is usually fun for 5-year-old Andrew Simmons.
Yep, he get up every morning happy, ready to go.
But not today.
We had to go hide because our teacher was crying.
Crying because of gunshots heard right outside the building. This is his mother, Shanika Thomas.
He clenched to me and he was like, "Mama, I'm scared." He was like, "The police, they shot the gun. They shot the gun."
Bradford County Sheriff Gordon Smith says the events that led to that shooting started on Monday night around 11:30 in Starke. Sheriff Smith says 2 people shot bullets into a house and car, and the shots seemed to be targeted at the bedroom. Tuesday around noon, the sheriff says they got another call that people in a car were firing into the house again.
Deputies responding to the residents intercepted a vehicle matching the description given.
Sheriff Smith said the suspects led deputies on a pursuit through the city of Starke, one that ended outside of Andrew Simmons' summer camp.
At least one subject exited the vehicle and produced a firearm.
2 deputies then reportedly shot at the suspect, killing him.
The suspect was identified as Devaughdre Rogers.
Turns out, this was no ordinary suspect for the sheriff.
It's a young man I know well. He grew up with my son, my daughter, spent lots of time at my house, fishing, playing ball.
He says the boy they knew wasn't the young man he'd seemingly become.
I don't know what happened in his later teenage years. My undersheriff was his mentor in the Take Stock in Children program in high school. This kid spent a lot of time here with us.
Sheriff Smith says he only knows Rogers comes from a good family and that he won't stop until he gets to the bottom of what happened.
We want nothing but the truth and nothing but the facts. And we won't rest until we get those.
Now, there is one suspect that's in custody and one that's reportedly still on the run, having fled the scene of the officer-involved shooting here. And I did get a chance to speak with Rogers' family. They tell me that his immediate family are together right now and that they are grieving, and that despite everything that happened here today, that Rogers was a good person. Here in Bradford County, Lana Harris, First Coast News, on your side.